Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. On behalf of my crew, I would like to welcome you on board Singapore Airlines.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Sophie and I make videos on travel, fashion, and everything in between. And today we are taking a look at Singapore Airlines business class on the world's longest nonstop flight from New York JFK to Singapore's Changi Airport and what to expect. This was my second business class experience, so I was so excited to be doing so on such a long flight. The total flight time for this trip is about 19 hours long, so you best believe we're making the most out of this trip. My seat today was 15A. I heard the bulkhead seats are the most spacious on this aircraft, but for myself, 15A was plentiful. As soon as I boarded, the fluffiest pillow was already there to greet me. As someone who's 5'3", the seat was so spacious. I probably could have kept my bag there the whole time if I wanted to. The seat itself was really comfy. I definitely like the seat more than the ANA business class seats because of the leather and diamond stitching, and it feels more cushiony since you have to pull down the seat to lay it flat. There's also plenty of storage within reach along with a mirror. I love that all the seats and entertainment system controls are just within reach. Another thing I appreciated was how everything stills flat. It's just so satisfying to look at. Anyways, enough of the seat talk. They started everyone off with some welcome drinks. There's also already a bottle of water and noise cancelling headphones for you to use. And don't worry, they provide disposable covers for the headphones. They also handed out the amenities kit. They recently launched their collaboration with Labo for this, which I'm so excited about, but more on that later because it's finally time to take off. Soon after takeoff, it was time for our first meal. Today's starter was a smoked trout salad along with your bread of choice. I was pretty indecisive, so I chose both brown and garlic bread, which were both great, but if I had to choose one, it would probably be the brown bread. Don't ask me why, I just really liked it. Also, I might be biased because I love fish, but the salad was also delicious. The watermelon bits definitely brightened up the whole plate. For my main, I went with the sea bass with lemon caper sauce. You do have the option to book specialty entrees in advance via Singapore Airlines Book the Cook online, but the menu option for my route was limited, so I went with the sea bass, which was a great choice in my opinion, because my mom had the Book the Cook lamb rack and it was way too dry, making it difficult for her to chew, so FYI. Our meal ended with a mango passion fruit and berry crème, which was the perfect balance of tart and sweetness. By the time meal service was complete, it was time to get some sleep. But first, we had to check out the bathroom. I definitely appreciate the cleanliness of the bathroom throughout the flight. I love that the floor was dry at all times, and it was well stocked with hygienic products like toothbrushes, shavers, and pads. And I definitely made good use of the fragrance spray by the end of this 19-hour flight. Anyways, my seat was already converted into a lie flat bed by the time I came back. There was extra blankets and pillows, which were great. I'm no expert in beds, so I can't really comment on its quality because I'm honestly just grateful to be able to lie completely flat. And before I knew it, I had a full 8 hours of sleep. I'd only intended to sleep for 3 to 4 hours because I really wanted to get some refreshments, but luckily there was still a good 8 hours left of the flight, and honestly it was perfect timing because it was time for our second meal service. We started off with some tuna tataki salad. If I were to choose between this and the smoked trout salad, I definitely preferred the smoked trout. For my entree, I had to try the Book the Cook experience, so I reserved the scallop and shrimp entree. You can probably tell by looking at this that it wasn't memorable at all, so I can't really recommend this. Though for dessert, we had several options to choose from. I ended up getting this gluten-free spiced apple cake and some fruits, which were both great. If you like a good apple pie, this is a great twist. Okay, so I spent the next hour or so finishing up some movies. Tell me why Wild Robot was low-key so sad. I don't know if it's because I was traveling alone, but I literally bawled my eyes out towards the end. I have to say, the entertainment system had a pretty good selection of movies. I always love flying Asian airlines because they always have overseas movies that we don't really have access to here in the US, like Kowloon Wall City. Highly recommend watching this film, by the way. There was also free Wi-Fi for business class passengers, which I loved, but like any other in-flight Wi-Fis, it's really only good for text messages and other instant messaging apps, but if you have enough patience, you might be able to load an Instagram post or two. Okay, enough movie and Wi-Fi talk. Remember that Labo amenities kit? Let's take a look at what's inside. We have a face mask, a little plastic bag which came in handy to store my toothbrush, a lip balm which was super hydrating by the way, and a hand cream. Pretty basic items, but they were super handy to have for long haul flights like these because the air just gets super dry. And before I land, I had to take full advantage of my business class perks, so I ordered some refreshments. I wasn't particularly hungry, but I really wanted to try their braised abalone e-food noodles. My mom had this and was raving about it, so I had to try it for myself. And honestly, I definitely recommend. Super flavorful with a nice spicy kick to it, though my plate didn't have any abalone in it, which was apparently the best part. So hopefully you guys will be lucky enough to try. I also got a cup of mushroom soup, which was okay. Nothing too special, along with a cappuccino to wake myself up. I don't usually like getting hot drinks on planes, but I had to make an exception because I had a 9-hour layover ahead of me. Speaking of drinks, I also wanted to note they have a pretty wide selection. I personally don't drink alcohol, so I can't comment on their alcoholic selection, but I really appreciate their mocktail menu. I was able to try 3 of the 4. The Apple Bliss, which was a mix of apple juice, lemon, and lime with a splash of Sprite, a Midsummer Breeze that mixes orange, apple, and pineapple juice with Sprite, and my favorite, the Royal Sparkle, an apple juice with ginger ale and tonic. Something about this was so refreshing. I find myself making this at home now too. Definitely give it a try. Overall, this was definitely a flight to remember, and I don't think I can ever fly to Southeast Asia again with any other airline. I heard the premium economy on this flight is also great. If any of you watching have experienced it, please let me know in the comments if that's true. Even though it's a 19-hour flight, it's safe to say I'm definitely going to save up more credit card points to experience this again. As always, if you like this video, make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!